Florian, you are the CTO at Crayon and you have a background in AI. Since you have a front row seat to what happens in areas such as AI, could you tell me something about the top trends that are shaping AI at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think if we look broadly at this field, I would say there's a couple of interesting things that are developing, right? One is, I think today we have models in AI that we're taking one data source into account, like images or video, audio, and we build separate models for that. I think what a big trend going forward is going to be multimodal AI, where we're taking all the different data sources into a single model to build obviously better model for our customers and for different use cases, right? So I think that's a big trend, and I think that multimodal AI is going to be commonplace in the future. I think the second one is around the way we develop applications, and with like machine learning or AI applications. I believe strongly really that a lot of the applications are going to be cloud native and going to be deployed on the cloud. And we are seeing the trends already taking shape with our customers. I think the third part is really that we're taking AI in as a capacity enhancing capability, if you wish, right? So we have this human in the loop that has an AI system, and it's consistently sort of training the AI system. So it's really to get more work done. If you think about real-time information that you are processing as a marketing person, right? If an AI is actually helping you, assisting in that, but you are still in control of the information that you're working with, right? And we see this in assisted driving and everywhere else, right? I think another trend is really around robotics. If we look at robotics and wireless communication, how it's shaping up, and I think the impact there is going to be around the job families, and they will be increasingly remote. So if you think about robots that are being remote controlled, and there's still a human in the loop again, but I think a lot of these technologies are taking shape in manufacturing and many other areas. So I think there AI plays obviously a critical role. And I think the last one is around, not really technical, it's more legal, but I think the legislation and the regulation around AI is already starting to take shape in the EU, and I'm sure a lot of other countries are going to follow to take at least, regulations around, for example, facial recognition, what can you really do, and potentially other areas. So I think that's going to have a big impact as well on us and the customers.
Okay, that's really interesting. And how about in terms of these trends, how do you see they will influence the discussions that Crayon has with their customers and also the customers' ambitions in terms of AI?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think, if you look at the multimodal AI, for example, that I said earlier, we obviously have really skilled data scientists that are always at the forefront of that. And they're obviously looking into the trade-offs between applying cutting-edge technology to a customer problem or what really works and has been proven. So they will obviously find use cases with customers on that. If you look at the robotics part and the human in the loop, it's obviously something where Crayon is actively advising customers on, how this should work, what are the use cases, the business cases behind that, and how can you actually make it operational, right? So I think we're doing a lot of this already, and we'll continue doing this, always keeping in mind the trends of what's coming. And if you look at the regulations, it's obviously something that we need to take into account. Our customers are expecting that from us. And here we have already started building a responsible AI guidelines and framework where we take this into account and make this an integral part of the way we deliver to our customers. So.
Okay, that's really interesting. How about in terms of, if we talk about technology, what would be the kind of most future-proof technologies at the moment in terms of AI?
Well, I think there's three things. If you think about the simple AI models, linear regression, tree-based models, they are out there today. They're well understood, they're proven. We continue to apply them to a wide range of problems. I think that will continue, and it will just penetrate a lot with our customers. I think the other part is where we don't have so much data, right? So there's a lot of discussion around applying AI models where I don't have a lot of samples, right, that I can train a model on. So there's been recent advances on transfer learning and others where we can obviously do that as well today. I think that's becoming pretty bulletproof already. And I think the last one is around engineering. So the way ML ops and all these trends where we are seeing increasing demand on the market, customers having those issues that they don't know how to operationalize models, so the engineering around that and the technologies are getting more and more bulletproof, and we as Crayon are obviously staying on top of that to help our customers. Right?
Okay, thank you, Florian. It was very interesting.
Thank you.